Okay, so the strength is going to be pretty simple, 4 movements, and you're going to rotate through them anywhere between 5 to 10 reps per movement. It will depend on how everything feels for you. And you're going to cycle through this at least 3 times, but looking for 4 to 5 times. And as you start to get more comfortable with the movements, you'll just start flowing through. So just moving from one to the next, to the next, to the next. You will need, for sure, the 15-pound weight and one of the lighter weights. You're just going to start, I'm going to show this first from the back and then from the side. So just starting lying down on your back, you're just going to do a hip drive. So you're lying down on your back, right knee is up towards the ceiling, right foot on the floor. A little bit further out to the right than neutral. And then the left foot is also going to be just a little bit further out to the left, not quite neutral. From here, you're just going to take the left foot down. We're just working on coming into this properly so that we can build on this movement. Taking the right arm up towards the ceiling. You're just going to begin by rolling over slightly, but keeping this arm working up towards the ceiling. You're rolling over slightly so that you're on your forearm. Once you're on your forearm, your hand is reaching up towards the ceiling. You're going to press down into your palm and drive yourself all the way up to sitting. From here, you'll know if you need to make an adjustment with your hand, but you're just going to turn your palm so that it's facing, your fingertips are facing behind you, and you're just going to keep that hand reaching up towards the ceiling, driving into the right foot, press down, lift all the way up, slowly come down. All the way up, slowly come down. Just 5 to 10 per side. Drive up, slowly come down. Looking at your fingertips the whole entire time. And then one more on this side. Slowly come down. For the other side, I'm going to show this from the side. We'll start from the ground. So from here, the left arm is up, right forearm is down on the ground, knees, feet are just a little bit wider than neutral, pressing down into the forearm. I'm rolling over just slightly over to the right hand side, but I'm looking at my fingertips the whole entire time. Coming onto my forearm, pressing down through my hand, driving up to sitting. From here, I'm leaning back just slightly, but I'm sitting up as tall as I possibly can, taking my hand back, again, keeping my vision, my gaze on my fingertips the whole entire time, turning my fingertips back, and then I'm just driving up, slowly lower all the way down. Driving up, arm is not going backward, arm is not going forward as I'm coming down. I'm not moving in one piece here, I'm separating. So my hand is here, I'm looking up. As I'm moving, my arm wants to go back, but I'm keeping it up towards the ceiling. Slowly lower down. 4. Weight is on the outside of the right foot. One more time. Slowly lower down. So anywhere between 5 and 10 per side, and you want to make that flow, but it's drive up, slowly lower down. After that, you're going to grab your heavy weight, have to squat. You can't not squat. So from here, you're just going to grab that, keep it into the chest, and if you're doing this with the weight, you're holding it the long way, this way, and then just 10 goblet squats. So just dropping down nice and slow, chin down, 2, 3. Same thing here, just focusing on what your feet are doing, making sure the heels are down. Chin down. Nice and simple. 10. From there, you're coming down onto the floor, taking a forearm plank. And you can keep your forearms, or your hands rather, in a traditional plank style, or you can clasp them together, whichever feels better for this. But you're just going into a plank position on your forearms, making sure everything is lined up properly here, and then you're pushing back. Lifting your hips up, sinking into your heels. You can walk your feet forward a little bit if you want to. Rolling forward. And the sensation that you want to feel here is as though somebody is pulling you by your hips backwards and up. You'll feel a stretch in your calves a little bit when you're doing this, and then that you're completing the roll forward. So don't stop short. Once you take it back, go all the way forward, stop. Just 10. And again, as this becomes a little more comfortable, you're just going to kind of flow through a little bit faster. So just pushing back, rolling forward, but just make sure again, you're getting full range of motion at the back and at the front. From there, with your light weight, you're going to come into a kneeling position, and we will do it this way. Left foot forward, right arm into the chest, and then you're just pressing. 1, 2, take your hand out to the side for balance. 3, on the third press, you're just going to look up towards your fingertips just as you did in the beginning, driving on the left leg, standing up, quick drive. Keep the vision looking up towards your fingers, and then from there you're just slowly lowering all the way down, keeping the stability in the upper body. 1, 2, drive up, look, stand, slowly coming down, not letting the arm come with you, keeping it reaching up towards the ceiling. 3, looking up, step back, nice and slow. 4, 1 more. Switching sides. One thing to just be aware when you're working on this is, so you're pressing, 2, palms are rotating in, and then you're straightening the arm back up. Same thing here, really working on dropping the ribs and opening the shoulders at the same time. And when you drive up, think about what the opposite hip is doing. So as you come up to stand, you really want to make sure that we're not dropping that other hip. You're coming up in one piece. It's a single leg movement, but you're keeping everything in line. You're keeping this nice and tight. This is just as active as your standing side. Driving up, looking up the weight the whole entire time. Keep your arm out for balance. Slowly, same thing here, not easing into this. Fighting to keep everything going down nice and in one piece. Keep your abs tight. Hold, and then drive up. Focus more on this hip than on this hip. Looking up, slowly back down. Last one. Slowly lower all the way down and relax. And then right back into the hip drives. Enjoy.